our videos and all the technology, we're going to have a little icebreaker. So on your tables, you should have 2 pieces of paper. So on the table, there's a question. So you can either answer a question about yourself, or the second piece of paper has a quote by a phenomenal woman in history. So you'll read the quote, and we're going to have the rest of the audience try and guess who that quote is by, and you tell us what that quote means to you. So since we're celebrating phenomenal women in Kenya and around the world, we also have amazing quotes. So go ahead, take time, look at your question. You can share with your table, and then we're going to share collectively. So give you all 5 minutes to chat. able to roll. It's going to be a very, very exciting night because we're in the room with Mawazo beneficiaries, partners, donors, friends. Of course, we have the media in the house. Shout out to the media. And of course, the staff of Mawazo Institute that keep the dream, the vision, and the mission of this amazing organization alive. So we don't take your presence for granted. Once again, my name is Angela, and I have the pleasure of being your MC for the evening. So I hope you all have had a few minutes to get to know each other a little bit. As I mentioned earlier before, you have two pieces of paper on your table. One is a quote by a famous woman in history, and one is a question and answer about yourself. So I'm going to start at this table, and we'll have one volunteer from the table tell us what you're going to choose. If it's a quotation, you'll read it out loud, and we're going to have the audience try and guess which famous woman may have been quoted, and also tell us what the quote means to you.
Hi everyone, so I'm going to read a quote, and then you guess who it is from. I think realizing that you're not alone, that you're standing with millions of your sisters around the world is vital.
Can anyone guess who that quote is by? Yeah, go ahead and give it a guess.
Became famous when she was very young and an advocate for education.
I think she was 16 when she said that quote, yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I think we have a guess over here.
What is the answer?
I'll just pass it over to my friend. Is it Malala?
Malala is correct. A young lady who has fought for the rights of youth around the globe. So we're going to come over to this table. Go ahead and tell us whether you're doing a quote or a question about yourself.
So I will do a question about myself. So if you could be the leader of an organization, country, form of entertainment, or sport, which would you choose and why? So I'm actually a leader of an organization. I think I just choose mine. I run an organization called Total Care Box, and we give newborn survival kits to mothers from poor, marginalized, and underserved communities aimed at reducing maternal and newborn deaths in Kenya. And why? We lose 17 women every day during childbirth. That's a 17 matatu crashing every day, and no one is making noises about it, and that is what I do. And you can support me anytime.
Thank you for the lovely introduction, and keep up the phenomenal work. Thank you. So I'm going to come over to this table in the center. So do we have a representative?
Good evening, everybody. Okay, I'm going to read a quote which says, "There's power in allowing yourself to be known and heard, in owning your unique story, in using your authentic voice."
Do those words sound familiar to anyone? Read it one more time.
There's power in allowing yourself to be known and heard, in owning your unique story, and using your authentic voice.
Do you want to go ahead and give them a hint?
It's too easy.
Oh, we have someone that wants to guess over here.
Michelle Obama?
Yes.
Miss Michelle Obama, Flotus. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, moving on to the next table. So you'll either read out the quotes or you'll answer a question about yourselves.
A question. The question, I'll do the question. If you never aged, what age would you want to be the rest of your life?
Ooh, that's a good one. If you never aged, what age would you want to be for the rest of your life?
I would say I would still want to be the age I am now, because I wouldn't want to be younger and go through all the mistakes and lessons and hardships that I had to go through. So I think I'm at the age where I am thriving and I love where I'm at.
Ooh, yes, yes. Yes to loving life. All right, we have our next table. Hello.
Okay, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I have a quote here. It is quite a long one, so you need to be a little bit silent and hear. Okay, it goes, women should do for themselves what men have already done. Occasionally, when men have not done, thereby establishing themselves as persons, and perhaps encouraging other women towards greater independence of thought and action. Will you need me to repeat? Because it's quite long. Okay, let me read slowly. Be keen. Okay. Women should do for themselves what men have already done. Occasionally, what men have not done, thereby establishing themselves as persons and perhaps encouraging other women toward greater independence of thought and action. I'll not say it is easy, so just try, crack your brain.
No hints?
Hints. First female aviator to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean.
Oh. All right, go ahead and shout it out. Who do you think it is? Is that the correct answer?
Clap for him.
Ooh.
All right.
Awesome, Amelia Earhart. Thank you. All right, our next table.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
I'll also read a quote because the question is kind of difficult to answer.
What was your question? I'm curious.
What do you think is missing in your career or life?
That's deep. Ooh, okay.
That's quite difficult to answer.
It's all right. Go ahead and read the quotes.
So I'll read the quote. The success of every woman should be inspiration to another. We should raise each other up. Make sure you are very courageous, be strong, be extremely kind, and above all, be humble.
Okay, do you want to give us a hint?
This one is, it's not that difficult. It's someone who is well known. Any takers? Shall I read again?
Sure, read it one more time.
The success of every woman should be the inspiration of another. The inspiration to another. We should raise each other up. Make sure you are very courageous, be strong, be extremely kind, and above all, be humble.
Give us a hint. Give us a hint.
Hint.
Yeah.
Sports.
Oh, a sports personality.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a woman in sports.
You're thinking hard.
All right, we have someone that wants to attempt to guess who it might be.
Hi, everyone. You said it's a woman in sports, yeah?
Yeah.
I can think of Serena Williams, perhaps?
Very correct.
Thank you.
Hey, all right. Serena Williams.
Hello. Hi,
Hello.
everyone. I'm also going to do a quote. I don't like to lose at anything, yet I've grown most not from victories, but setbacks.
One more time.
I don't like to lose at anything, yet I've grown most not from victories, but setbacks. Anyone?
Anyone want to take a wild guess? So this is someone that said they don't like to lose?
Yes, and has grown most not from victories. So you know they're competitive. Let's think along those lines.
All right, so it's a sports personality for sure.
Yes.
And they said that they learn more from their failures than they do their wins. Uh-huh. We have someone ask, someone wants to know which sport.
That's gonna give it away, guys. I'm so sorry. If I say the sport, it will just be...
Yes. Simone Biles?
No.
No?
Different sports.
Okay, so not a gymnast.
The US.
Oh, okay, they're from the US, United States. Can you give us the first letter of their name?
She has a sister. Thanks.
Did I hear someone guess? Yeah. Did someone say Serena? That's it? Another Serena quote. Serena Williams. All right, so we have our next table.
A quote.
All right, so she also has a quote for us. So let's listen up to which quote she has.
Yeah. So we only got quotes on our table.
Fight for the things that you care about, but do it in a way that will lead others
to join you.
To join you.
She's not Kenyan.
Sorry, say that again?
She's not Kenyan.
She's not a Kenyan, okay. Is she African?
No.
Okay.
I can say that she was a prominent judge.
She was a prominent judge. Do we have any guesses here?
RBG. Yeah.
Did I hear someone say an answer? RBG. Awesome, awesome. Any other people that have not had the opportunity to ask their question? Were there some tables on the balcony? Oh yeah, this table.
Hi everyone. My name is Gladys. So I'll do the question since everybody's doing a quote. So, I'm not going to share. So share your favorite picture on your phone right now and explain what it is. I have shared it with them.
So what was your photo of? Describe to. So her question was, share your favorite photo of yourself and why.
On your phone, on your phone.
Okay.
So for me, it's my baby. I recently became a mom, so that's my favorite.
Congratulations, new mommy.
So,
congratulations,
so that's
Gladys.
the reason. All right.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And I think we have 2 more tables. All right. So we have a few tables on the balcony area. And I see a lovely lady coming forward. Tell us your name and tell us which quote or question you're going to do.
Hi everyone, I'm Gladys Mutiso. So the quote we got on our table was, I believe we are here on the planet Earth to live, grow up, and do what we can to make this world.
Oh.
Should I say it again? I believe we are here on planet Earth to live, grow up, and do what place for all people to enjoy freedom.
All right, can we get some hints?
Freedom is the hint. So this is somebody who was very keen on fighting for freedom. No, she's no longer alive.
Okay, so someone that fought for freedom, someone that's no longer living.
An American.
An American, she says. Uh-huh. Someone guess Maya?
No, not Maya.
No? I think I heard what? I think I heard someone say the answer here. No? Rosa Parks?
Rosa Parks,
yes?
yeah.
Rosa Parks is the answer. Thank you very much, Gladys. All right, and I think we have one more table. Introduce yourself and tell us either your question or your quote.
Hello, everyone. I actually got 2 questions for myself.
Oh, you did, okay.
So I'll answer one of them. Are you a sunrise, daylight, twilight, or night person? I'm a filmmaker, so I'm obviously a night person. Work crazy hours. Yeah, so I think that's about it. So thank you very much.
Wonderful, thank you so much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so I think every table has at least had one person speak. And I hope you all got to know just a little bit more about each other. And if not about each other, an inspirational woman from history, past or present. Because today is all about celebrating the female future of science, as I mentioned before. And we're going to, explore everything about women, science, and research, because that is a way that we make change in this world. So without further ado, I would like to invite our CEO, who's in the house today. She's just going to give us a few opening remarks. So CEO, come on over. Doesn't she look lovely in her orange? Looking like sunshine today. So this is Dr. Fiona Moyes. Thank you so much for being here today, and we're so excited to hear from you.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for being here today and kind of going through this fun journey of moving from outside to inside, as well as seeing and witness and kind of celebrating what Mawazo has achieved over the last 5 years, and also get excited about what's to come in the future. To kind of kick off things, we wanted to just share with you a video that's celebrating Mawazo at 5, and it's kind of things that are being said by members of our staff, as well as, just kind of giving you an overview of what's happened over the last 5 years. And then I'll come back and speak a little bit more after again.
Awesome, let's give Dr. Fiona a round of applause. Thank you so much. All right, so right now I want everyone to turn their attention to the screen. Can we dim the lights just a little bit so we have a nice view of this video? But basically, this video captures Mawazo at 5. So let's find out a little bit more about Mawazo through this short clip. You'll get to see a little intro to some of their staff members and everything we're hoping to achieve. All right, sound is on its way. So as we're fixing up the sound, there's one special person in the house I'd like to introduce. And of course, this is the CEO of Wama Africa, Mr. Sargent. And I've been to Wama Africa once, and it's when you all were hosting your Melbourne Cup. And I must say, I was just blown away by everything, the vision and what you all stand for. So for those of you that may not know about Wama Africa, I'm going to give the CEO of Wama Africa just a few minutes to talk about his organization.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And once again, welcome everybody. Thank you all for your understanding as we moved you from a beautiful outdoor event to a very intimate indoor event. My name is Adam Sargent. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Wama Africa. Wama stands for Wisdom, Ability, Motivation and Access. And yes, we look like a restaurant and a function space and so on, but we're actually a social enterprise. Many of the staff you'll see today and this evening have got special needs and disabilities. And so we are actually a training center for people with special needs and disabilities. We recruit them from various other organizations and through Aga Khan Hospital. We pay them as employees for a period of 3 to 4 months, and we train them focused on customer service in a hospitality environment with mentors and a buddy-buddy system. So all the staff here are either trainers or trainees. And then we work with various employers throughout the country and place them in long-term permanent employment at the end of the trainee here. So sometimes if the service, when you come to Wama, maybe there's a little bit of a mistake, maybe somebody trips over and pours a glass of wine over you, they will try their best with very good customer service to fix that, learn from that mistake, and that's the way we train people here in a real-life work environment. So my biggest thing is, what we ask for support is for people to come and eat and drink. The money we make from the food and beverage that we sell pays for the training. So thank you very much for coming here tonight. Thank you for choosing us as your venue, and I hope you have a lovely evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Adam. And so if in the future you're ever looking for a nice event space, you can come right here to Wama Africa. One thing I want to do is invite another special team member from the Mawazo team. Is Joy in the house? Joy Kiru? Where's Joy? Joy, and I love your lovely kimono. Really nice. Oh, sorry, that's not Joy. This is Joy. Sorry. Joy, you are looking amazing. I love your outfit. So Joy is a board member for Mawazo Institute, and she has a few words for us this evening. So, karibu.
Thank you very much. Thank you for that generous introduction. I feel flattered this evening, and I'm glad to be here at this great occasion. So I was given a few minutes to speak, and they said if I have a few minutes to speak, I better speak something that I really, really needed to say. And so I wrote it down on paper. So, esteemed guests, esteemed ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed, we are gathered here on this auspicious occasion as we celebrate 5 years of Mawazo Institute. It's 5 years of hard work and dedicated service to promote women thought leaders in East Africa. My story with Mawazo goes back to 10th of July 2017, when I received a call from Dr. Rose Mutiso requesting that we meet to discuss something about my experience as an African woman in higher education. Rose wanted to know what lessons I could share to inform an organization they had co-founded to support young scholars in East Africa. In our email, Rose wrote, and I quote, "Our goal is to support the next generation of women who will be recognized as thought leaders in fields that are important for development, including the energy, climate change, economic, and governance." Mawazo has kept that vision and mission and has continued to support young women pursuing PhD degrees in East Africa. The success of Mawazo to date is a story of hard work and resilience. So, what's the big deal about supporting women, thought leaders in development and science? Why does it matter? I am an economist by training, and I'd go on and talk about reasons pertaining to increments in gross domestic product, increments in household income, among other metrics. But tonight, I choose to keep it simple and offer the easiest explanation. That simplest explanation being that women are human, and human rights are also women's rights. The pursuit of gender equality in all spheres of human development is tantamount to ensuring that all humanity is accorded equal opportunities as a matter of right, not privilege. And since we are celebrating Mawazo and the promotion of women in higher education, I'd like to particularly touch on the progress made in access to education, and especially higher education. Policymakers and development partners prioritize primary and secondary education as the key to development. It's only until the 1990s when the importance of higher education for socioeconomic development was recognized. It is now undisputed that Africa needs many more doctoral holders to develop the robust knowledge needed to promote development. A doctoral degree allows the holder to research, create, and share knowledge in their specialized fields. Whereas the importance of doctoral degrees is undisputed, there are gender disparities in uptake and completion of PhD degrees in Africa. Women enroll less than men, take longer to complete, and publish less. Women's representation in STEM courses has grown over time in Africa, just like in other regions. But still, only 30% of STEM researchers in Africa are women. Other statistics show that 24% of academic staff in tertiary education across Africa are women, and only 32% of researchers in a representative database were women. Many studies in sub-Saharan Africa point to serious imbalances in post-secondary education. The current gross tertiary education enrollment stands at only 9%, well below the global average of 38%. Women enrollment in post-secondary education in sub-Saharan Africa is pretty low at 7% compared to a global average of 42%. Another reason to close gender gaps in post-secondary education pertains to returns to education. Whereas private returns to overall education are much higher for women than for men, the returns are even better for post-secondary education at 17% for women and 15% for men. This does not imply higher earning for women. Rather, it simply means that investing in education is good for women and girls and needs to be prioritized. In other words, it is good to invest in women's education overall, but it's even better to invest in women's post-secondary education because returns are better for women. And now, something for us to think about. There are lots of interventions to promote women in education and overall socioeconomic empowerment. Many governments have affirmative action in education and other women empowerment programs. A lot of organizations like Mawazo are doing a great job to support women in higher education. Despite their hard work, women still remain marginalized in employment, earnings, and form the majority of those living below the poverty lines. What more do we need to do? There is an emerging body of evidence that social norms play a critical role in the uptake of empowerment opportunities. East Africa is mainly a patriarchal society, implying men are regarded as heads of households with vested household decision-making power. Women are seen more as homemakers and are expected to prioritize unpaid care and domestic work. Social norms, therefore, curtail women's response to opportunities. There is evidence that women detest some of the norms that dictate their behavior. And whereas few women have broken social barriers to success, majority of women remain helplessly bound. There is need to harness social norms to increase the outcome of the various interventions that promote women's empowerment. Addressing social norms and gender norms remains a priority if we are to optimize the outcome of our investments in education, our investments in women's empowerment. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, the story of Mawazo and the celebration we have today cannot be fully told unless we go back to the humble roots of Mawazo. Somewhere in an American college, far from the suffering of women in sub-Saharan Africa, two young women were touched by the plight of women in East Africa and decided to do something about it. Through their determination, their openness to learning, unafraid to make mistakes, they have done so much with so little in terms of resources. One wonders how they manage to get all the tremendous work done. Ross and Rachel are a shining light that has illuminated the path for others to follow. Tonight, they challenge each one of us to believe in our dreams and more so to serve humanity. We are never too young. We are never too inexperienced. We are neither too old to begin the journey. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to work with whatever resources we have, financial or otherwise. Let's support sound investments like Mawazo and others in pursuit of equality of opportunity. Together, we can make the world a more equal place where men and women live in full potential. With those remarks, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the rest of the party. Good evening. Thank you.
Wow, Miss Joy, don't run away yet. That was a beautiful, beautiful speech, and I hope you all were listening, because a little later we're going to be doing some trivia on Mawazo, and I was learning a few things from what you spoke about, but I loved it when you said, you're never too young, you're never too inexperienced, and you're never too old to become a part of the journey. That was lovely. So just in one quick word, why are you here tonight?
I'm here to celebrate Mawazo at 5. You know, a lot of children die before 5. But we are here today. It's a story of resilience. It's a story of success, a story of hard work. And that's why I'm here, to be part of this great day.
Beautiful. We feel your passion and we feel your heart for Mawazo. And like she said, Mawazo is here to stay. So as we are celebrating Mawazo at 5, once again, I'd like to turn your attention over to the video. And just so you can get a better sense of the journey of Mawazo and the team behind it.
To realize that we can do things our way. We can really create a higher education system that is built for us. I'm Fiona Muyes, and I'm the Director of Programs and Acting CEO at the Mawazo Institute. I have a PhD in applied marine microbiology. That's a very broad way of saying that I did research on microalgae. My interest has always been in translating research beyond beyond the lab, and really trying to see how we can apply it into industry, apply it into how we do things that affect people's everyday lives.
My name is Rachel Strom, and I'm the co-founder and chair of the board at Mawazo. By way of background, I'm a social scientist. I've been doing research in the social sciences, in economics and political science for much of my career, mostly focused on African development. Mawazo Institute grew out of my friendship with Rose Mutiso. We went to undergrad together in the US, where we really connected over a shared interest in African affairs. And one of the things that really brought Rose and me together as we were founding Mawazo was recognizing that both people in the sciences and the social sciences faced very similar challenges in launching their professional careers across these different disciplines.
There's a lot of interesting data about the status of women in research, both globally and in Africa. It begins in education. There's a very leaky pipeline. Even though women make up the majority of people getting bachelor's degrees globally, they make up only about 44% of people getting master's degrees, 33% of people getting PhD degrees. And so you see that gradually the number of women who are represented in these positions decline up until the point where across the world there are only 30.5% of researchers are women. And in Africa, even though we do slightly better, you see that there are fewer women at each of the earlier stages. So the leaky pipeline definitely is hurting us as well. My name is Maina Bashira. I'm the Research and Analytics Manager at Mawazo.
We found that the three major challenges that many women were facing as they started academic careers were training in their specific field, access to research funding, and then also recognition for their work. And these things build on each other. And so as we've evolved, we've really come to focus on a digital-first strategy to providing both training and recognition for the women whom we're supporting.
Our programs went from supporting 10 PhD scholars to supporting 42 MEX fellows in just 5 years.
Hi, my name is Elaine Mungai, and I'm a program manager at the Mawazo Institute. The MLEX Fellowship Program supports African women who are pursuing their PhD studies at universities in Eastern Africa with training and professional development to improve their research and give them platforms to engage with policymakers. And the Policy Fellowship Program supports African scientists with grants to conduct policy engagement activities that connects the research that they're doing with important decision makers.
It's been a truly remarkable journey with Mawazo, starting from a 2-person founder team, growing to a team of more than 10, starting off, wondering how are we going to make a dent in the problems that we're facing, to now having dozens of beneficiaries, direct beneficiaries across the continent, as well as thousands of people who've engaged with our digital outputs around the world, and hundreds more who've engaged with our pre-pandemic events that we held in Nairobi and do hope to get back to doing once it's safe to do so. The other point where we've been so lucky with Mawazo Institute has been with the team that we've assembled.
My name is Shali Rongo. I'm the IT intern at Mawazo.
My name is Ruth Kimani, and I am the Public Engagement and Communications intern. My name is Frida Juanchico. I'm the Communications Manager at the Mawazo Institute.
My name is Elizabeth Ngala. I'm the Finance Manager at the Mawazo Institute.
My name is Ashley Wangoi Mutaka. I'm the Operations Manager at Mawazo Institute.
I feel very honored to be part of Mawazo as it turns 5. I think we're at a time in Mawazo where we're going to be not only supporting African women researchers themselves, but really working towards changing the ecosystem in which they navigate. Really working towards changing all of the prejudices around being an African woman in science. I think we want to really create a world where they don't have to deal with, certain things, extra things on top of being scientists and mothers and caregivers. They also have to navigate all of these different hurdles that they face with sexism and racism. And so we really want to change the ecosystem in which they're functioning and living. The future of Mawazo is extremely bright. Dr. Rose Mutiso, who's one of the co-founders, right at the beginning of Mawazo's journey, said that one day she envisioned this being a $1 million plus organization. And we're seeing that come true. We're seeing this, it's within our grasp. This is what we're moving towards. And it's extremely gratifying to be able to make her dream come true.
Let's give it up for Mawazo at 5 and the amazing team behind the Mawazo Institute. And all of them are here tonight, so you'll see the familiar faces. Mina, I was shocked to hear how deep your voice was. I was like, good Lord, goodness. All right, so one of our co-founders who could not be here with us tonight, she's all the way in London, Dr. Rose Mutiso. She has a video message for us, so we're going to play her video, her message tonight. Yes. It's the beauty of technology. Wherever you are in the globe, we all stay connected. All right, and here is one of our co-founders, Dr. Rose Mutiso.
Hi, everyone. This is Rose Mutiso, co-founder and former CEO of the Mawazo Institute, and I'm beaming the salams from London just to say a massive big hi to all of you. I miss you so much. I'm so sorry that I couldn't be there to celebrate. I'm so incredibly proud of the Mawazo team. What a bunch of superstars. We've accomplished so much together, and all thanks to you and your incredible talents, your enthusiasm, your passion. We also wouldn't be where we are without the board supporting us. Just an amazing cast of really distinguished and supportive characters. And of course, we have this great circle of partners and funders and this massive ecosystem of Mawazo friends and family. Thank you so much for being with us every step of the journey. And I cannot wait to see what the next 5 years will bring for Mawazo. So miss you all. Have a wonderful party. Mwah.
Lovely, some lovely, lovely words from our co-founder, Dr. Rose Mutiso. Thank you so much, Dr. Rose, for your salams all the way from London. So as we keep saying Mawazo, 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 does anyone know what Mawazo means in Swahili? Thoughts. Yes, and this is a community and an institute where we create great thought leaders. We empower women through research, statistics, because we need people on the ground that can get that information, because without that data, we can't impact those that actually need help. So, yes, Mawazo means thoughts, and I think that's the story behind it, right? That's why it was named Mawazo? Does anyone know ideas? So loosely translated to ideas. You want to explain a little bit more about the word Mawazo? Because I actually don't know.
Sure, thank you so much. I realized I didn't even introduce myself at the beginning of this. I'm giving a little bit of a thank you note at the end. But yeah, so I joined Mawazo a year ago. So I was here when Rachel was still CEO. Rose even, sorry, when Rose was still the CEO. And yeah, it was a really honor, and it's so nice to see her on the video and giving her salams to us all. So yeah, the kind of idea comes from idea. The name Mawazo comes from ideas, and the whole idea that women are known to be thinking and have lots of ideas in their heads. And so they wanted to change it from this kind of negative connotation behind it into something positive, and calling it the Mawazo Institute, that our ideas are, worthy of being heard. And yeah, that's kind of the thinking behind where Mawazo comes from. Yeah, thanks.
All right, so now if you didn't know, now you know. And of course, a celebration would not be a celebration without some live music. And I have this gorgeous Kenyan musician by the name Joki Karu. All right? Joki, come on, Joki, stop hiding behind the shadows. So this amazing young woman, she's also performed at my radio station, which is Capital FM on the Lounge. So we're so excited to hear you live. And on the strings over here on the acoustic guitar, who do we have?
Newman Orr.
All right. Hey, shout out to our acoustic guitarist over there. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for some live music? Yes? Come on, let's give Joki a round of applause as she takes the stage.
Thank you. So as you heard, my name is Joki Karu. That's Newman Awar. And we'll be singing a few songs that we wrote. The first one is called Mawio, which means daybreak. And this is an excellent time to begin, because 5 years is not a joke. Yeah. And so we are grateful to see women in science being encouraged. And so as we sing this song, may this be, it's for all of you. to my knee, to my knee, now we tazama kumekucha, usife moyo ndugu, kumekucha, tazama, tazama, usife moyo baba, kumekucha, tazama kumekucha, usife moyo ndugu, kumekucha, tazama, tazama mawio. Thank you. So, and you can find us on most social platforms. So Instagram, and if you listen to Spotify, you can find our music there as well. Apple Music, YouTube, all the good places. So we'll just flow into the next song, which is Secret Love. I'm on a journey across a million oceans where the clouds they glow and the moon hangs low. If you were with me, I wouldn't feel so bad when the days grow old and the nights get cold. But on this journey, all I have from you is my secret love. I'm on a journey over on the other side where the trains like wind and the cars can speak. If you were with me, I wouldn't seem so mad talking in our sleep of your golden skin. But on this journey, all I have from you is my secret love. And so maybe, baby, maybe, baby, when I get back, oh, we'll go right back to where you tell me all your stories. Oh, maybe, baby, I'll tell you, you're my secret love. Said you're my secret love. And you're my secret love. Said you're my secret love. I'm on a journey beyond my bedroom walls where my dreams can live, where my walls are free. If you were with me, I wouldn't seem so mad, talking in my sleep of your golden skin. But on this journey, all I have from you on this journey is all I have with me, love and learning, right? Is all I have with me on this journey. I'll be all I can be, live, love, and laugh. The guitarist, right? Live, love, and laugh. Right though? One more time. Yeah, and this last one is called Holds. Right? Yes! It's about understanding that some days you'll wake up and you won't feel like yourself. But that's not, it will pass. You know when they say this too shall pass? So this is one of those songs. So this too shall pass. Yeah. Holes in the curtains, holes in my heart, then I patch them up. These holes through the curtains, holes through my heart, then I paint them black. Now they won't let the light in. See, I got lost in translation. You better sing the lyrics. In between the lines, no one can read. I broke myself in the places I didn't ever think bone could be. And maybe someday I'll be enough, not for anyone other than me. Or maybe one day I'll be enough for someone, and that someone is me. Holes in the silence, holes in the chaos. How do I fix them up when I see holes in my wisdom, holes in my knowledge? How do I see the way when my eyes just won't open? See, I get lost in translation, in between the lines no one can read. I break myself in the places I didn't ever think bone could be. And maybe someday I'll be enough, not for anyone other than me. Or maybe one day I'll be enough for someone, and that someone is me. I'll still get lost In translation, in between the lines, no one can read, and I still break myself in the places I didn't ever think born could be. And maybe someday I'll be enough, not for anyone other than me. Oh, maybe one day I'll be enough for someone, and that someone is me. You still get lost in translation, in between the lines no one can read, and you still break yourself in the places you didn't ever think both could be. And maybe someday you'll be enough, not for anyone other than you. Oh, maybe one day you'll be enough for someone, and that someone is you. For someone, and that someone is you. For someone, and that someone is you. For someone, and that someone is you.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Joki Karu. Oh my goodness. You know, Joki, come over here. They say that music takes you on a journey. And did Joki and Newman take us somewhere else? Did you feel like you were on a journey? That last song that you sang, Holes, did you write that yourself?
Yes.
What is that song about? Because it really touched me.
Okay. So it's a little bit of a long story, if you allow me. But I was looking at someone, and I was looking at all the things they couldn't do. So you know how we like to take people apart and say, you don't do this well, you don't do this well, until I thought about it, and I was like, but I don't do these things, like I have my own holes, right? And so it really humbled me, but also it really allowed me to take a step back and be like, okay, I'm here now. I'm in a place where I'm able to see all the things that aren't working out in my life, but that's not a thing that happens every day. So today I'll be able to look at myself and be like, oh, this is where you don't check off all the boxes, but tomorrow maybe one day I'll be enough for someone, and that someone is me. So, yeah.
All right, thank you for letting us into your soul. Let's give it up one more time for Joki Karu and Newman. Thank you all so much. We're going to have a little bit more from them later in the evening. But at this time, like I told you, I hope you've been paying attention. One of our board members, Joy, gave us a lot of insight into Mawazo Institute. So right now, we're going to play a little trivia. And with our trivia questions, there also comes some prizes, some very useful prizes. We have some gift cards to give away from Carrefour. So, you know, to help you out on your grocery shopping when you go to the supermarket. And also, in addition to doing our trivia questions, you will also get the opportunity to see up close some of our staff from Mawazo Institute that work around the clock to keep the mission and vision alive. All right, so first I'd like to invite the Communications and Public Engagement Intern. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Ruth Kimani. All right, Ruth, just glittering this evening. So Ruth, what question do you have for the audience in regards to Mawazo?
The question I have is, what month was Mawazo founded?
What month was Mawazo founded? Not the year, because we all know that you can do math, all right? So what month? So you all know the year that Mawazo was founded, yes? What year was Mawazo founded? Let's start there. And say it with your chest. What year was Mawazo founded? And I hear some people saying 2017, no. Y'all, we're celebrating 5 years. So it's 20 what? What year was Mawazo founded? I want to know the year first, and then we're going to go into the month.
2017. 16, sorry.
Mawazo was founded in 2016, all right? So now, which month, who thinks they have the answer? I'm going to walk around with the mic. What was your answer?
Mine was January, but it's
What month was Mawazo founded?
April.
April. What month was Mawazo founded? You look a little too confident. Let me come over here.
January.
January. What month was Mawazo founded?
March.
March. All right, gentlemen over here with the cheeseburger. What month was Mawazo founded?
December.
Say it louder for the people in the back.
December.
There we go. Mawazo Institute was founded December 2016. All right, and sir, I know you're eating your cheeseburger, your amazing Wama cheeseburger, but we have a gift card for you from Carrefour. All right, so come up and receive your gift, and this gift will be given to you by our communications and public engagement intern, Ruth Kimani. And what's your name, sir? Introduce yourself.
My name is Moses Osore. Yes.
What brought you here tonight?
I was invited by my girlfriend. Yep.
Ooh, who your girlfriend?
Yes. Yep. Yeah, I was invited by my girlfriend. Yeah.
Wonderful. We're so happy to have you here tonight. Thank you for coming out as a friend of Mawazo Institute, and enjoy your gift card. Yes. Thank you so much. All right, so thank you, Ruth. Next on stage, I'd like to invite our program's intern, who is none other than Joy Kanali. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joy Kanali. Hello, Joy.
Hi.
How long have you been interning with Mawazo?
This is my 12th month, which is, yeah.
Wow, a whole year internship. You must really love it here.
A lot. I want to stay more.
Hey, she said she wants to stay more. You know, we're all about manifesting our visions and our dreams, yes? All right, bosses. So tell us, Joy, what question do you have for our audience? Everyone listen closely.
Name our co-founders and where they met.
All right, so not only will you name our co-founders, you saw some of them in the video. Name our co-founders and where they met. All right, we have, but they're not from Mawazo? Okay, let me get this lady here. If she doesn't get it, I'm coming to the backside. All right, so kindly tell us, who are the co-founders of Mawazo and where exactly did they meet?
So the co-founders are Rose Mutiso, Dr. Rose Mutiso, and Rachel Storm, and they met when they were studying in the U.S. of A. For their, in the USA, yes.
Where exactly in the U.S. of A? We need that answer.
Like the university and everything? Oh my God. I don't know that one.
All right, she gave us a halfway answer, so I will make my way to the back. We have some people sitting over here. It was fine? We give it to them, audience? I don't know, I want to see who knows exactly where they met. Can you at least give us a state? No? Anyone else want to try and guess? All right, all right. She actually wants to add on to her answer.
University of California.
Ooh, you're on the wrong coast. It's not the West Coast. That's the hint I can give you. All right, we have another answer here.
I think I'm going to go with a guess of Boston College.
You're getting closer. You're very warm. No, it's a place that's right next door. Okay, so you need to tell us the co-founders and where they met in full.
And Rose Mutiso, Rachel Strom and Rose Mutiso at Dartmouth.
Yes, the co-founders are Rose Mutiso and Rachel Strom. They met at Dartmouth, USA Grad School in New Hampshire. So a big thank you to those that did answer because you were actually not off. Very close. All right, and come forward to receive your gift card from our program's intern. Come on forward. Oh, Gladys. All right, Gladys. Our newest mommy in the house. Come on, Gladys, and receive your gift card. Congratulations, Gladys. All right, so next up, we're going to invite our IT intern. And this is Shirley Irungu. All right, so Shirley, what question do you have for our audience?
How much in total grants has Mawazo handed out in the last 5 years?
Ooh, that's a really hard question. So Shirley, say it one more time.
How much in total grants has Mawazo handed out in the last 5 years?
All right, so in a 5-year period, how much, like what's the total value of grants that you think Mawazo has handed out within the last 5 years? All right. Yeah, we're gonna have the closest number get it, because I know you won't get the exact number. You can do it in shillings or you can do it in dollars. We have both values, huh? So whichever your mind prefers, dollars or shillings. How much in grants do you think Mawazo has given out? Someone start, just somebody start. $100,000 or shillings? $100,000, okay. You're a little bit above the mark, not far off though. Eh? Do you have a lucky guess somewhere? So our first guesser said 100,000. Yes, sir, in the back. You said 25? $75,000. Okay, a little warmer. Yeah, you're very close. $76,000. You're getting closer. Eh? Okay, I heard someone say 89,000. You're further away. 78,000. You're getting closer. Oh, it was how much?
It was 89 here. 89.
$89,000? Okay, kind of close. A little high, on the little high end, uh-huh. Eh? Okay, you're very close, actually. He was closer. Yes, dollars. So down to the exact cent, it's so within 5 years in total grants, Mawazo has handed out $79,040 worth of grants. So come on up to receive your gift card, courtesy of Mawazo and Carrefour. And what's your name?
My name is Danielle Ressler.
Awesome, Danielle. And what brings you here tonight?
I am a board member on the Finance and Legal Committee of Mawazo.
Woo, yay! Oh, she said finance, didn't she? Why did it take you so long to guess?
I just started last year, or 2 years ago. I missed the first couple years, so I didn't.
Okay, so she joined us in the pandemic period. Should we give it to her? Yeah. All right. The audience says yes. Congratulations. Thank you so much. All right, so next up, I would like to invite our graphic designer consultant, and here she is, the lovely Afara Hamadi. Oh, Arafa? Oh, they spelled it wrong. It's okay. All right. How are you doing this evening? Are you having a good time?
Yes, I am. I'm very happy to be here, all the way from Dar es Salaam. Grateful to be part of this.
Hey, Tanzania in the house. All right, so tell us, what question do you have for our audience?
There it is. Okay. So the question I have is, out of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, which goal does Mawazo tackle? Both number and the focus area. Any guesses? Yes. Oh, wow. Yeah, yes, well done. That was the exact answer. Huh? There's a second one. I hear there's a second one. Huh?
Oh, so you got the right focus, so what's the number? What development goal is that?
Yes?
And so you are correct. Congratulations. So for those of you that didn't get that, one of the main sustainable development goals that Mawazo focuses on is education, and that is goal number 4 on the list. You know, I've loved your energy throughout the entire night. You actually got the Amelia Earhart answer. What's your name?
My name is Keith Baranga, and I am here as a friend of Mawazo.
Wonderful. Shout out to the friends of Mawazo. Thank you so much for being here tonight. All right, next I would like to invite our communications manager, Frida Juanchico. How are you feeling tonight, Frida?
Feeling very excited. So awesome to see all of you guys. Yeah.
Awesome. Frida has been working very hard behind the scenes. And Frida, what question do you have for our audience tonight?
Mine is a bit on the easier side. So I'd like to request for you guys to flip over the program. Please just don't look at it. Just flip it over. The program. If you have it, I want to see the white side up. Don't peek. Yeah, you guys are good?
Is everyone ready to answer this question? You better have your hands ready, yeah?
Are they flipped over?
Frida, you're going to choose the first hand that goes up.
I can see blue over there. I don't want to see blue on the table. We good to go? I can see some blue pale. Okay, you guys want to answer the question, but okay. Mine's a bit easy. So it's the tagline for the event tonight. Just that one word, yeah. The slogan, tagline.
What is the tagline of this year's Mawazo at 5? All right, we have someone to guess back here. What is your answer? Anybody? If you've been listening, Okay, go ahead, Frida, you're gonna select.
Okay, I don't see any hands. Any hands? I had Mawazo at 5 somewhere. Did somebody say that? No, I know. I'm just... Hi, you guys. I can't see far. So, okay, you want to come closer?
All right, come forward to answer the question.
All right.
Once again, if you didn't get the question, what is the tagline for this year's event for Mawazo at 5?
Future of the future of female what?
Just take your time. Take your time.
It has F's.
It does.
Future female. They want to tell me. Future of female. Future of.
Very close.
Future science. Female future of science.
No. Say it complete now.
Mawazo at 5. Female future of science.
We're going to give her, yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please, let's get this right. So the tagline for this year's Mawazo at 5 is? Correct. The female future of science. It's a tongue twister. Yes, so kindly introduce yourself and tell us why you're here tonight.
Hi, my name is Julie. I am a filmmaker, and I'm here because I'm a friend of Mawazo through Fiona. So she invited us to come celebrate Mawazo at 5.
Thank you so much, and congratulations on winning your gift certificate. Enjoy your grocery shopping, yes. Thank you so much. So one more time, everyone, what's the tagline for this year's Mawazo at 5? The what? The female future of science. And which sustainable development goal is Mawazo focused on? Correct. SDG number 4, and that is education. All right, we're learning something new every day. So we have one more gift card to give away. And to help us do that, we invite our operations manager, none other than the lovely Ashley Mudhaka.
Hi, everyone.
Ashley, how's the evening been for you?
It's been a bit stressful, but, you know, we made it through.
We're here.
We're
we
making
are
it
here.
through. Yes, we are here.
Rolling with the punches, like I said earlier. So, Ashley, what question do you have for our audience?
How many countries are represented in the current cohort of our MLEX beneficiaries? Clue is they're only in Africa.
All right.
I didn't ask the name of the countries, I just asked the number. Huh? No, no.
How many countries?
Anybody else? No. No. No.
Let's think on a bigger scale. Mawazo's pretty diverse this year.
It's more than 1, less than 10. No.
All right, we're gonna need people to raise their hands because we only have one gift card to give away. So, how many countries are represented in the current cohort of our MLEX beneficiaries?
She said it first, so
all right. Who wants to come up and give us the answer?
I mean, you guessed all the numbers 1 through 10, except this one. 8.
All right, congratulations. And like everyone, I'd like you to introduce yourself and tell us what brought you here tonight.
My name is Lucy, and I'm here as a friend of Mawazo.
Yes, thank you, Lucy.
All right, another friend of Mawazo in the house. So we have 8 countries in the current cohort of our MLEX beneficiaries. So a big round of applause to the staff for helping us, you know, give out a few gift cards. So at this time, we are going to watch a video. And this is a feature that was on BBC not too long ago. And it focuses on unlocking the female future of science, which is exactly what we're doing right now. This is our theme. This is what we're celebrating, and this is why we are here tonight. So this is just a quick, short feature, but it gives you more insight into what it is that Mawazo inspires to do and continues to do when it comes to impacting and uplifting women on the continent. They say when you empower a woman, you empower the world. Yes, that's right. All right, so yes, ladies and gentlemen, kindly turn your attention over to the screen at the front as we take a look at Unlocking the Female Future of Science, a BBC feature.
to build our scientific enterprise from the get-go as diverse as possible, like pull women in, young people in. It's not enough to say the obvious that Africa needs science. I think we need to go further and say diverse, energetic, vibrant.
Getting into science as a lady was not easy.
So many African scientists and researchers and innovators are doing so much with so little, and it's incredibly inspiring, that grit, that resilience, that, desire to go after a dream and an idea no matter what the challenges are.
I never thought I'll be where I am today. My name is Peris Auma Ambala Ayani. I am a research scientist. At the same time, I am a PhD student at Kenyatta University. My love for science started when I was very young. I chose to focus on virology because during the time I was growing up, there was this HIV and there was no treatment for HIV. As a scientist, I want to be part of eradicating viral infections in Africa. I'm focusing on zoonotic diseases. In particular, I'm focusing on filoviruses, and this is a group of viruses that cause hemorrhagic fevers. An example, we have Ebola and Marburg.
My name is Melissa Achokolela. I am an interactive designer, an illustrator, and animator. I'm also a lecturer of interactive design at the Technical University of Kenya. I'm also a PhD student at the same institution, and my research explores storytelling using new and emerging technologies, with a particular focus on how new and emerging tools can be used to remediate African works of origin. Something I noticed was that when works of oral storytelling are documented in linear media, you lose that aspect of being immersed in the same space with a live storyteller. And I thought, well, maybe new and emerging tools can actually be used to fill that gap so that we have new story experiences with old works of African origin. My love for storytelling was nurtured when I was quite young. There was a show on television that was called Japan Video Topics, and this was the first time that I saw how people created this kind of moving images, and I thought, well, that looks like something that I could do as well. When I was in high school, the assumption was that to be successful, if you had good grades to study engineering, to become a doctor, why are you throwing away your life just by becoming an artist? Well, there are many opportunities that exist in the arts, and the arts, do not exist in isolation.
African scientists are doing all sorts of cool work, interdisciplinary work, field-bending work, and I think we have no idea what will come out of exploratory research necessarily. But then history has shown us the byproducts of this kind of work is crucial and feeds into the innovations of tomorrow. Mawazo is a Kiswahili word that means ideas or thoughts and thinking, and what's really interesting is often this has a negative connotation. So if you're somebody with a lot of mawazo swirling around in your mind, you're brooding, and often women are, very typecasted as kind of brooding. And my co-founder and I and our collaborators were thinking up the name for Mawazo. We love the idea of taking that word and putting a positive spin on it, that women with ideas is something to be proud of, that having a head full of, thoughts and thinking is actually a positive thing. We have a big focus on science communication, public engagement, policy outreach. These future researchers, as future thought leaders, are really oriented towards the public sphere, are already sensitized to the idea that your research should have some relevance, some touch point to society at large. I really believe that the work that we do is important and often overlooked. Mawazo Institute is part of a big movement to think about how does homegrown knowledge, homegrown science play a part in the future of Africa.
Mawazo Institute financed the Sensitization Workshop, where I went and I shared the results with the community. I was able to advise the community on aspects on how they can control some of these zoonotic viruses. So basically, Mawazo has had a very big impact to me as an individual, and of course to the community where I was conducting the research.
I received support to travel for conferences. So I went for the Africa Computer Human Interaction Conference in Namibia, and this was amazing because, I stopped thinking about my work as only existing in the arts, but existing, amidst other, science-based programs, so like, computer science as well.
When we look at the world, currently right now, we need science. In future, I hope to become a renowned scientist, not just here in Kenya, but all over the world. I want to be this virologist, like in case we have like outbreaks, I'll be the virologist to come to.
People who have an interest in sciences, it doesn't mean that you can have an interest in other fields as well, in the arts, for example.
For the first time in a long time, we are on a growth trajectory. And if we just invested a little bit more into this ecosystem, it'll be astounding, all of the amazing ideas and innovations that we will see.
Lovely. We got a little more insight into Mawazo's vision, the people and the women that Mawazo touches, and what we plan to do as Mawazo Institute for years and years to come. And as we, keep with the storyline and follow the journey of Mawazo and what we've done in these last 5 years, we can't have an evening without hearing directly from our beneficiaries. All right, so this evening we're going to hear remarks by PhD scholar alumni, Marilyn Ronaldo. So ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Marilyn Ronaldo, who has gone through Mawazo Institute and has benefited from this platform, who has gone on to touch many, many other lives through the work that she's doing, through the research and the studying. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Marilyn Ronaldo.
Hello, it's on. Hi, everyone. It's good to be here. It's good to celebrate with Mawazo today, having been a direct beneficiary of this brainchild of Dr. Rose and Rachel. So my name is Marilyn Ronaldo. We were the first scholars to be selected to join the program. I'm with Judy also, Judith as well. And it's quite exciting to be here tonight. We joined in 2018, February. I think that's when we received the emails telling us congratulations. And coming to it, we realized we were only 10. So it was quite humbling, knowing that there were many people who would have loved to be part of it. And the journey has been interesting. This is a place where we met friends, we met peers. We met females, we met the co-founders who are young, and someone mentioned that, the minute you see young people dream and their dreams come true, it's quite inspiring to you as a fellow as well. So that's, thank you. For me, I'm saying thank you to the Mawazo team, thank you to Rachel, thank you to Rose for daring to dream. Through this program, what was interesting was it was not only a program that you receive grants or just support financially. We were able to receive mentorship. We were able to receive training on professional skills that are relevant to our research areas and generally the scientific research world. So this was quite... it was a new thing. You don't just get in, you get the grant, you do your research, but you we left with skills on writing grants. We left with skills on academic writing. Some of us have graduated because of that, and it was a big thing. Maybe before it wasn't a big thing in other institutions, but quality publications was a must. And I think for me, that's the reason why I graduated. Otherwise, people defended, they succeeded, but they were disqualified from graduating. So thank you for this training. On other things, I mentioned we made friends with people from other research areas. You're just used to your sphere, but we got to have, like you've heard from Melissa, I would never have known that there's that kind of research, So at least it was quite an interesting cohort mixed up with people from various fields. And we keep in touch to date and share ideas and things like that. So thank you for that. Yeah, besides, we attended conferences, you've mentioned that. She has mentioned that. For me, part of my work was greatly improved by the research conferences I attended. I got ideas on the current methodologies that really set my work aside, apart from the others. And I got ideas also on, yeah, catchy research titles, stuff that I would have never thought about before. So this was quite nice. And I got to travel. Yeah, yes, I got to visit Europe for the first time through this grant. Yeah. Otherwise, to the great Mawazo team, congratulations. You deserve this. This is a big win, and I believe that this is a call to continue this vision. I think for the board members who are sitting here, to the entire team, let's continue with this vision. It's part of something that I would like to support personally. When we get to that, yes, it's a call that I would like, because I've seen its influence, I've seen its impact in my life as a person. And yeah, may those who continue, I say congratulations to Rachel and Rose for daring to dream once again, because this is, we are the products of this program. Yeah, so basically that's it. I'm not sure I have anything else to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give another, don't run away. Let's give another big round of applause to Dr. Marilyn Ronaldo, PhD scholar alumni. So Dr. Marilyn, having taken this journey, what has been your favorite part, or something you never expected to happen but did happen? What is one of your most memorable moments along your journey with Mawazo?
It was an interesting exercise that I will always remember. Explaining your research in 2 minutes. It started with 2 minutes, then it went to 1 minute, then it went to 30 seconds. I think I really love that lesson that we did on communicating your research to non-scientists. That was awesome, yeah.
I love that, because just out of curiosity, how many years, has your research taken? And then in 30 seconds, can you tell us about it?
I think 4 years. If that's okay.
So squeeze 4 years into 30 seconds. Show us how you did that exercise.
So I described my research in 30 seconds. That was a very hard exercise, trust me. By the time we were able to do it, it took us almost 2 hours to try to come up with that. But in brief, my work was on I did my research on mathematical modeling of HIV/AIDS infection dynamics among the youth, with particular focus on the social drivers.
And she did it. Let's give her a round of applause. Hey, Dr. Rono, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for being here tonight, and your presence alone is a testament to what Mawazo Institute stands for and what we continue to strive to do. So one of my favorite quotes by Maya Angelou is, when you get, give, and when you learn, teach. So continue, passing the baton and touching lives and just doing you. We're so proud of you. Thank you so much for being here tonight. It's been such a lovely, lovely evening. And I'm going to invite our ray of sunshine back on stage, which is none other than Dr. Fiona Moyes, our CEO at Mawazo Institute. So she just has a few, as we get ready to wind down, she has a few remarks for us. Dr. Fiona.
Thank you so much, Angela. And it's always so inspiring to hear our beneficiaries talking. So Marilyn, thank you so much for the kind words. And just to give you a glimpse of what Mawazo stands for, I'm working on a little event actually this year, in September this year, where we're transferring what we're learning. So we're going to be teaching computational modeling to other people, to bachelor students, master students, and using real life examples, as to how it can be applied. So this just goes to show what Mawazo stands for. We have ideas, we really reach out to our beneficiaries, and we use their expertise, and we want to share it with the world. I think we were talking behind here about quotes, and I think Maya Angelou's quote, she just sorry, about if you learn, teach is, when you learn, teach, exactly, and that's what we're doing, and that's what we stand for. So I just wanted to finish off with just a little bit of a little speech. So just give me a second whilst I bring it up. And also just a vote of thanks to some of our team members. Firstly, I want to really thank you, the supporters, the friends of Mawazo that have been with Mawazo since the beginning. I know I've only been here for a year, but I feel like I've been with Mawazo since forever. It's something that is very close to my heart, and I'm very passionate about the work that we do. So I've been with Mawazo for a year, but my relationship with Mawazo started 2 years ago. When Elaine reached out to me to do some reviewing of some of the applicants for the PhD Scholars Program, which is now the Mawazo Learning Exchange Program. And I hadn't heard of Mawazo before that point, and when she reached out to me and I found out what Mawazo does, I feel like, my eyes are open. I was like, oh my goodness, this organization exists. The stuff they do is amazing. I was kind of fangirling a little bit about Mawazo. And so I said to Elaine, next time I'm in Kenya, please, let's meet up for a coffee. I'd love to learn more about what you guys do and how I can get involved as, a woman in science, and I really want to support the next generation and things like that. So we had a coffee. And during that coffee meeting, she said to me, we're actually, we're looking for a director of programs. You should apply. And, me being typical kind of, a woman, you kind of like make yourself smaller, and you're like, no, I can't do that job. I'm not qualified for that. But Elaine was like, no, I think you should. I think you should still go ahead and do it. And, what can I say? Here I am. So, thank you. And that is really the result of conversations I had after applying with Rose and with I think with Ash and with Elaine as well, about, taking this step to Mawazo, kind of going away from doing my own research and science and going to doing research and science for other people, supporting other women who are doing research and science. And so I'm very much following my passion and my heart with the work that we're doing at Mawazo. And so, I just wanted to just say a little bit more about what we have accomplished in the last 5 years, and give you a little bit of an insight into what is there to expect in the next 5 years. And I think one of the things I keep in the back of my head is that in another world, I would have been a beneficiary of Mawazo, and that is something that is a really strong driver in the work that we're doing. I'll start off with like some statistics about what we've achieved in the last 5 years. We, as Mawazo and our beneficiaries, we have participated in 89 events, conferences, and workshops in over 22 countries. We saw it grow from 1 funder at the beginning to 8 funders right now, who have committed a total of just under $1 million. The Nairobi Ideas podcast, which is part of our public engagement work, has been downloaded over 3,700 times in over 65 countries. Our current MEX fellows, as we had in the quiz, represent 8 African countries, and we have over 14,000 followers on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. This is from a number of 0 5 years ago, so that's incredible what we've done in 5 years. Thank you. I also want to share a little bit of a realization I had at an event that I attended towards the end of last year. And this event was really celebrating young African women scientists. And there was a panel, and on the panel, it was a mixture of sort of senior African women scientists and a group of sort of early career scientists. And one of the things that they kept getting told to be is like, you know, the advice that was being given to these young scientists was, be resilient. As an African woman, you must be resilient. And I've heard this a million times in my career, you know, as a scientist, you hear that all the time, you know, just, you know, put your head down and keep going, be resilient. And I realized that I do not want to be at an event in 20 years where I hear this advice being given. Like, we have to move beyond that. We cannot keep telling African women to be resilient. And so this is where Mawazo really wants to step in and really change this ecosystem in which these women are functioning. And so last year, 2021, saw us really work on a new strategic plan. Whilst the core of our work wasn't really dramatically changed, what we wanted to do was really strengthen a new program, which we're calling the Mawazo Voices program. So this is it started sort of towards the end of last year, but we're really ramping up things this year. And this Mawazo Voices is really kind of, you know, rolling in all of our public engagement, policy engagement, communication work that we do, and our research and learning as well. And this Mawazo Voices program is one that we really want to use to really change the ecosystem, change policies, to really support African women researchers. And yeah, so basically, that's sort of what we're trying to do in terms of changing the wider ecosystem. On top of course, our work really supporting individuals, we're still going to be really streamlining, improving our Mawazo Learning Exchange Fellowship program, and really ensuring that the support that they're being given is holistic. You know, the courses are going to include things that are very practical, like budgeting and financial management, academic writing, and so forth. But we also want to really push for things like understanding internet and data security, understanding mental health in academia, understanding what self is and who you are as a person in your place of work. We want to work towards things of, you know, teaching about intellectual property and the value that their research has. I think as women, sometimes we feel like our research doesn't potentially have some IP, but you never know. And we really want to hone in that message of like, you know, if you think that your research is novel enough for IP, go for it, you know, really pushing for that. Yeah, so all in all, by working on both kind of a two-pronged approach in terms of, you know, supporting the individual and supporting an ecosystem, we really hope that, you know, we'll allow African women to continue to conduct really innovative, forward-thinking, robust research without thinking about discrimination and having to be resilient and putting the energy into that. So this is where we're really moving towards. I want to talk about our organization internally. 2021 saw us really work and really strengthen our internal operations. And this included growing the team. So the team has grown a lot just over the last 12 months. And so we welcomed 5 new faces in 2021, including myself. We have Joy and Ruth, who you've already been introduced to, and we have Shirley, the IT intern as well, who joined us. And of course, Frida, our communications manager and the driving force behind today's event. And we also engaged 2 new consultants. We've got a new content creator called Juanchico. I don't know if she's here, because I've not met everyone in person with everything being online, as well as Miriam, a graphic designer who we've started working with as well. So thank you so much for joining the team. But absolutely none of these achievements over the last 5 years would have been possible without this incredibly passionate, I think Rose says those words, passionate and dedicated team that Mawazo has. And so I really want to give them a little bit of something to the team that has been there for the last 5 years. So I'll ask Frida to come and help me to do that.
All right, so also let's give a shout out to our CEO. And you said you're new to the team, so how long have you been with Mawazo?
12 months.
12 months.
Yeah, 1 year.
All right, and you've joined us in the midst of a pandemic, so kudos to you, because I'm telling you, it's not business as usual. but we applaud you for just taking up, the position and inspiring.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Angela. All right, so I've got certificates here, and we have little gifts. We don't have them. We'll give them to the to the team later.
So at this time, Dr. Fiona will be recognizing staff.
Yes.
That are part of Mawazo.
Yeah.
And without you, staff, there is no Mawazo.
Exactly.
Yes?
Exactly. So I think we're in alphabetical order here, right? Least to the most. Okay, cool. All right, so we've got Arafa, who you've met earlier. Arafa, will you please come up here? Arafa,
come on up.
So Arafa has been with Mawazo for 3 years. She's been doing graphic design work for us and doing awesome creative stuff, which is really core to what Mawazo does. I think our branding is something that makes us quite unique. And so, yeah, thank you, Arafa.
Thank you so much.
And Arafa, of course, we got you getting your official photo with the CEO. Yep. Don't run away. Photographer, yes, there we go. Congratulations to Arafa, representing Tanzania, baby.
Kare Mugo. Kare is actually not here. So Kare is in Cape Town. She's pursuing a master's in creative writing. Yes, and she's been with Mawazo for 3.5 years, and I can tell you, Kare is, she's quite something. She's an incredible woman. Like
a mover and a shaker, yes.
Yes, and so I've had really in-depth and really very deep conversations with Kare. I think she's changed a lot of my thinking over the last 12 months. So she's part of this, the gift that is Mawazo, to be honest. And she's been with Mawazo for 3.5 years. So we'll give this to her.
Shout out to Kare, who recently celebrated her birthday as well.
Ash can come collect it for her.
Hey, all right, Kare's representative, Ashley.
Thank you. Next, we have Naliaka Odera. Naliaka has been with Mawazo for 3.5 years as our content creator. So all the kind of writing and everything that we do, this is Naliaka. So thank you.
Naliaka, ladies and gentlemen, 3.5 years.
Next, we have Maina Washira. Who's been with us for 3.5 years as well.
Maina, now that you're on stage, you got to say something to the audience, right?
All right, so public speaking is not a strength of mine, but I mean, it's a lovely team. I respect and admire all the people I work with. They've taught me so much. They've been mentors. They've been examples. And I just really appreciate the time I've got to spend with them, and it's great to be here. To see Mawazo at 5, because when I first joined, there were like 4 members on the team, and 2 of us were new, so a really small team. And so thank you, everyone, and I'm glad that the team's grown. You're all incredible. Yeah.
Thank you, Maina Washira, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, 3.5 years, awesome.
Next we have our finance manager, Liz Ngala, who's been with Mawazo for 4.5 years. And Liz is truly, she really lights the fire in Mawazo in terms of the positivity, and she's also incredibly competitive when it comes to games. So.
Yes, and Liz, you are dressed like money, looking like $1 million bucks.
Yes!
Elizabeth Ngala celebrating 4.5 years with Mawazo Institute. Thank you, Elizabeth.
And Liz is actually going to be transitioning into a new position with us. She's going to be our new director of finance as of February. So next we have, I think the person that knows Mawazo best, apart from Rose and Rachel, and that's Elaine Mungai. She's been with Mawazo for 5 years. She's been with Mawazo since the beginning, and she's the person I go to if I really need to, find out what have we done in the past? How's that gone? Has this worked? She knows it all. She's the kind of Yeah, the guru.
Let's give it up for Elaine, celebrating 5 years with Mawazo Institute. I know, I was like confused. I was like, Ashley, your name is Elaine?
Oh goodness, it's twice. Wait. And okay, with a little bit of a mix up.
It's okay, we celebrate each other's
Yeah,
beauty.
exactly. So, of course, we cannot forget Ash. Ash Mudaka has been with Mawazo for 4 years, and
another Mawazo baby, Ashley Mudaka.
And Elaine is the operations manager. She is, we have our meetings. Oh goodness, I'm reading this. Ash has been the operations manager at Mawazo for 4 years, and we have our meeting every Monday. We do all of our ops check-ins, and yeah, it's great fun. So easy to work with, and incredibly hardworking. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ashley.
One person that I forgot to mention is Ray, and Ray is actually not here. Ray is in Boston at the moment, and Ray does all of the tech side. So Ray built our MEX platform that allows our fellows to do e-learning. Has been part of that process, and yeah, they're coming on board as our software engineering and technology manager as of this month, and so we'll be doing a complete rebuild of the MEX e-learning platform to make it more user-friendly, really tailor it to what our needs are and what the needs are of our fellows. But yeah, Ray, shout out to Ray, even though they're not here.
If you're watching our live stream, we love you. Shout out to Ray. All right, so we have had an opportunity to recognize the amazing staff of Mawazo Institute. And right now we want to talk about Mawazo Fellows Fund.
Yeah, so I just wanted to, like I said, I wanted to really give you an insight into what's to come, even in the next 12 months. And the first thing that we've already achieved, and we're only, in week 3 of January?
Week 3 of
2022.
But that doesn't stop the work,
And we have officially launched the Mawazo Fellows Fund. This fund is going to offer grants of up to $2,500 to current MEX fellows as well as our PhD scholar alumni. This grant is really, really flexible. We really, really want our beneficiaries to think about where do they need the most support. Is it, to do with laboratory tests, experiments, field work, traveling for conferences? Do they need more specialist training, workshops? But on top of that, we really want them to think about using this to do sort of dissemination work, doing policy engagement. But also, beyond that, really encourage them to think of their research outside of academia. Push to do, placements and really collaborations with partners outside of academia and industry and so forth. So this fund is really for them. This year we have dedicated $85,000 just for this year, and we've got some more lined up for 2023 already.
Let's give a round of applause for that. $85,000. That's higher than the amount of funding in the 5-year span. So
this is it. This is what I mean. Mawazo is on I think the last 5 years was really building the foundation.
Wonderful.
Of everything, and now we're really, ready to go, ready to ramp up our work and the things we're doing, and the amount of people we can really touch
more
and
money
support.
Means more women in research.
Yes.
More women changing the globe.
Exactly.
I love it.
Exactly. We did have an official. When we were supposed to have this event outside, we had a big reveal, which is a wall of research. It shows our current MEX fellows, their faces, their names, as well as a short description of what their research is about. We've now moved them all into this hallway behind you. And so when you get a chance, if you're nipping off to the bathroom, please have a look and meet our current MEX fellows.
So just to, everyone just kind of turn your attention towards the back over there. So there is a wall, a wall of fame more or less, but it's called the Wall of Research. So we kindly ask all of you, take your time on your own time and look at everyone that has walked and benefited through the path of Mawazo Institute.
Exactly. Thank you. And I just want to finish off to just say a huge, huge thank you to Rose. Her unique and empathetic and kind and extremely powerful leadership over the last 5 years what can I say? It has really set the tone. It really shows how organizations should be running. They should be run with empathy, with extending grace, and creating an environment in which our team, as well as our beneficiaries, can really thrive, really thrive, and really, work to their full potential. And Rose really set that tone, and I'm really super privileged to kind of follow on from her. And I just finished with a story that was mentioned a little bit in the film, and that was that this conversation that Rose had with a board member in the early days of Mawazo about one day Mawazo being a $1 million plus organization. And it's an absolute honor to say that we're achieving that this year. Our budget is exceeding $1 million this year in events, in activities, in grants, in the courses we're creating, in building a new platform. And this is really, I'm just really honored to be able to really honor her and her dream. And at the end of the day, what we really stand for is really, working towards and our vision, really working towards a world where the voices and ideas of African women are shaping the future of the world. And that's what we're working towards, and it's an absolute pleasure to be a part of it. And thank you all so much for being here, and I cannot wait to have you all here in 5 years and tell you our stories. So thank you so much, and have a lovely night.
A big thank you once again to Dr. Fiona. A big thank you to the entire Mawazo Institute team. Can we give them a round of applause? Like a round of applause. And of course, a big thank you to each and every one of you in the audience. We don't take your presence for granted. It's a Wednesday night. You could be anywhere else, but you're here with us. So shout out to the friends of Mawazo, to the partners of Mawazo, to the beneficiaries of Mawazo. We see you and we appreciate you. And like I said earlier, tonight is Mawazo at 5. I hope you all follow Mawazo on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whichever platform you're on. If you don't, kindly pull out your phone and make sure you press that follow button. Make sure you let the world know what's happening right here in Nairobi, Kenya. The hashtag is Mawazo at 5. The hashtag is our tagline, the female future of science. All right? We're not waiting for someone to come to us. We are being the change that we wish to see. So, as we continue to celebrate Mawazo at 5, I invite the illustrious songbird, this Kenyan gem, Joki Karu, back to the stage. Are you ready to hear some more Joki Karu? Are you ready to be serenaded as we celebrate Mawazo at 5? When I say Mawazo, you say 5. Mawazo? Mawazo? Hey. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing once again Joki Karu.
Thank you. I should hire you to be introducing me everywhere, because man, I feel so great about myself. But thank you for the speeches that were made. I didn't know that much about Mawazo, and it's been such a great learning opportunity again to just know that we have these resources in Kenya, because I didn't know we had this. So for all the women I'll meet out there, I'll just be like, if you are interested in science, make your way here, right? So for the next few songs I'll be singing, hopefully you'll know some of them, so we'll be able to sing them together. But these are songs I've found, again, when I felt really down about life, just to be able to look up and to know that lights will guide me home, Like I'll find my way, so. Yeah, so yes. Not yet? Okay. I give you guys a story. Sawa, actually I'll tell you about myself, because there's no one I really know more than myself. And I am very passionate about the sciences, actually. So one thing when I went to the States, because that's where I schooled, I studied something called music therapy. Yes, so that's what I have a degree in. I'm just not you know, most of the times when you explain to your show you do music, she's like, you should have just sold CDs over here, we would have bought, right? But, so one of the things I do is music therapy, and it's great, again, to see that we have sciences in Kenya. So I know now, when I want to start my practice, I know now where to come for help, right? So, but it's a very fortunate thing that I was able to go do, because again, it's a peculiar thing to be able to go study abroad. And it's a fortunate thing to go study abroad. And man, seeing the power of music in hospital, seeing the power of music in classrooms where children have special needs, seeing what that can do, how that can change families, how that can change people. And you know, you won't necessarily like diagnose the illness, but what you bring to them is much more valuable than that, as you would imagine. Just giving them that 1 hour of bonding the family, of telling them, I don't know if things will be all right, because I really can't promise, but, thank you, but I can give you an hour of a great time. So, this song is called Fix You by Coldplay, and it's basically about being able to find yourself. When you try your best, but you don't succeed. When you get what you want, but not what you need. When you feel so tired, but you can't sleep. Stuck in reverse. When the tears come streaming down your face, and when you lose something you can't replace, when you love someone but it goes to waste, could it be lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. Above or down below, when you're too in love to let it show. But if you never try, then you'll never know just what you are. Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones. I will try to fix you. Tears stream down your face when you lose something you
I promise you I will learn from my mistakes. Tears stream down your face, and oh, tears stream down your face. I promise you I'll learn from my mistakes. Oh, tears stream down your face, and I know lights will guide, they'll guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. Thank you. We're singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings, learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. In the dead of night, take these sunken eyes, learn to see all life. You're only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night. Blackbirds sing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings, learn to fly. All your life, you're only waiting for this moment to rise. And blackbirds sing in the dead of night. Take the sunken eyes and learn to see all your life. Since you're only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly. Oh, blackbird fly. Oh, blackbird fly. Hey, no, blackbird fly. Oh, blackbird fly. No, blackbird fly. Blackbird sing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings, learn to fly, fly all your life. You'll be waiting for this moment to arise. You'll be waiting for this moment to arise.
So, this is our final song. Why? I don't know. But you know this song, right? No? Okay. We'll go through the chorus really quickly. So, and we have to sing it together. Okay? Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Right. So don't worry.
I can't hear you all.
About a thing. Right.
Sing along if you know it.
'Cause every little thing. One more time, don't worry. So don't worry about a thing. Oh, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. One more time, don't worry. Don't worry.
Don't worry
about a thing. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Said I woke up this morning, I smiled with the rising sun. 3 little birds pitched by my doorstep, singing sweet songs, right? A melody so pure and true. What are they saying? They were saying, this is my message to you. Right. Said I woke up this morning, right? I smiled with the rising sun. 3 little birds pitched by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies so pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. Right. They were saying, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. They were saying, don't worry about a thing, oh, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. One more time. So they were saying, don't worry about a thing, oh, every little thing is gonna be alright. Right. They were saying, don't worry about a thing.
Hey, sing it.
Right. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. So the guitarist will stop and it's just you singing. Saying, don't worry.
Come on, audience. Hey, put your hands in the air now. Hey, let's see you put your hands up.
Okay. Okay. They were saying, don't
Newman.
about it. No. Yes. It's gonna. One more time. Don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be. They were saying, don't worry
I hear the audience saying one more for Juanchico.
Yes.
Who wants to hear one more song by Juanchico? All right, I know this side does. Who wants to hear one more song by Juanchico? Juanchico, the audience has spoken.
Yes, and this is another one we shall sing together.
Hey.
Right?
Audience, if you like what you hear, I'm going to need you to show Juanchico some love.
Right.
Some energy. If you like what you hear, don't be afraid to sing along or get up on your feet.
Yes.
Juanchico, take us away.
Okay. For this one, I'm going to need my lyrics. So. Let me just get my lyrics really quickly. But guitarist, Newman?
Newman.
Right.
Let's go. Newman on the acoustic guitar. Hey. This lovely evening brought to you by Mawazo Institute, celebrating at 5. And ladies and gentlemen, we want to remind you, make sure you use the hashtag Mawazo at 5. Share on your Instagram, your Twitter, your Facebook, your LinkedIn, your WhatsApp. Let the world know what we're doing right here in Nairobi, Kenya, as we celebrate Mawazo at 5 years.
But you have to sing this song with me. Here's a little song I wrote. You might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry. That's your cue to sing, right? Yes! In every life we have some trouble. But if you worry, you make it double. Correct. Uh-huh. Don't worry, be happy now. Don't worry, be happy. Ain't got no place to lay your head. Somebody came and took your bed. Yes, be happy. See the landlord say your rent is late. He just might litigate.